Hello, today I want to do a video about a story from our Missouri country book called Died Without Telling. The story has been repeated by Thomas Penfield, Thomas P. Terry, and even in the GPAA Gold Book. What there was to start was a very brief story about a man named Kettering who supposedly around 1929 buried $30,000 to $35,000 in gold coins, and he passed away before he could ever tell a relative where this money was buried. Allegedly, he made a living at being a merchant and a rancher. And so we've done some research into this, and based upon several authors having this information, I believe that it's very possible there's an old newspaper article out there that we're not aware of. But I did join a social media group on Facebook for people from the Fort Peck area, and only two people out of that whole group ever heard this story. One woman said when she was young, her father used to tell about this gold. Another man said he tried hunting for it. So anyway, knowing the old newspapers we go through on these stories, we find oftentimes there's misspellings, or if they use those old microfiche copies, they're dark and they're hard to read and blurry. And so we believe this story, the man's last name, possibly was a misspelling or really hard to read. But so it's difficult to find the articles on this story. But yet we did run across two people that have heard of it. So, and they were local from that region, which is kind of nice. But this story was a difficult one to track down. It was one that so far the original source has eluded us, but I did want to put that out there even so as a video, because there's people watching, or they might want to pick up the story and do their own research on it. And so it's an interesting little story. The time period, apparently 1929 when this money was buried. 30,000 in gold, that's kind of a sizable amount today. So because gold was that was a face value amount. Nowadays gold is more, just even the weight of the gold is worth much more than the face value. So hopefully someone will pick up where we left off and find the solution to solve the mystery of Mr. Kettering's $35,000 in gold buried near Fort Peck. Until next time, have a good day.